Hi, this is Kalia from Crafting on the Fly, and today we're going to make these beautiful Christmas tree decorations. Went to the dollar store and I got two nice Christmassy fabrics. This one, those little squares that they have, and then this other color, so I have two, and I want to make those quick Christmas tree decoration thingies as gifts for Christmas. I also made a string of red, and hopefully you can just use that as decorations. And while I was at the store, I also got these little balls on the side. And now we'll see what else we need, and hopefully can just make that quickly in a day. I laid out my design. I think this is how it's gonna look, and then just started folding my fabric and cutting it down into a nice triangle. Try to make it not too like square triangle, so like a very thin triangle would be best. And then I just sewed down the edges left and right, but you can also just glue them with your glue gun. I realized the other ones that I made, I just used a glue gun. It's easier. And then turn it inside out. And then I really used my glue gun. I made a little outline how I'm going to put the icord down, and just made little loops onto the fabric and glued down those icords. And I actually put a little like cardboard box underneath so that it doesn't glue onto the other side, just to make sure that I really have it on both sides, and I can put some stuffing in the center. Turn it around and also go around with the loops, just so that, like you did on the other side, try to come up on the same side. Like always have the loop being up, so that we can add that white pom-pom to the sides, and then just cut it off. And later I'm just gonna either glue them together or also sew the edges together, that it looks like one big loop. And then just do the same one for the other three areas. And then that's like the hardest part almost. Now it's just adding those pom-poms that I got, the white ones over there, and then a red one on top. And then I also got these little silver beads, and I figured they would be nice decoration on those other tops. So the same here, using the glue gun and just gluing them to those tops on the side. And then the big one on top. And then I also just glued those little beads that I got, those silver beads, onto the tops there to give it a little sparkle. You can use any type of bead for that. Even some wooden beads would be nice if you want to do it more in a natural style. Whatever I have laying around almost. Then I filled it with stuffing, and I got a chopstick here that I'm going to use as the base for the tree. So just stuff it all the way in there. And along the edges you can also again sew it, or you can just use the glue gun and glue it down. And I was just going to attach the chopstick and the piece of wood that I also got for the base. So here it's all, I sewed it this time, like I said, and then the other ones I just glued. Getting the chopstick in there, the center, and just glue it on so that it doesn't wiggle around there. And this is the piece of wood that I got. I made a little hole just so there's a base for that chopstick. Let that sit for a little bit so that's really glued in. And then I just add a ton of extra glue all around it, and realized that I have this nice moss, and just added a little moss all around so that it's really stable and like won't wiggle around there. So adding a little bit of moss, and that's it. These are my little Christmas trees. They make really beautiful decorations. Thank you.